What is going on, my superheroes? Rhymestyle here, and today I bring another My Hero Academia review for episode 8. And we're getting pretty close to the ending. In case you didn't know, which I'm sure you do know if you keep up with the series, there's a total of 13 episodes in the first season. But because the series is so vastly successful, I'm pretty sure we'll get season 2 immediately, if not within like, I don't know, soonish. Now, my guess is that this is going to end roughly at the end of the summer season, which is in 5 weeks or so. Not summer season, but summer season. But just in time for season to be announced for fall season. So that's just my kind of guess for now. But when do you think we'll get season 2? Let me know your best speculation in the comment section below. In case you don't know how it works, anime always announces their see stuff by season. So you get the spring season, summer season, winter season, you get the picture. So I'm pretty sure that fall season will be the release of the next part of My Hero Academia once we get past the first arc. Now, speaking of which, let's talk about the episode. I surprisingly ended up enjoying this a lot, and I didn't think I would, honestly. And that's because the one part that I really wanted to see with this series so far in the first arc was this epic duel that we got between Bakugou and Deku, which happened last week. Now, just like in the manga, Deku's out for pretty much more than half of the episode. He's basically resting. If the recovery girl uses her abilities on him, then he could probably die, which is why she does the old school way of treating him with just, medicine and stuff like that. Psh, medicine. But yeah, he has to heal, unfortunately, the old way, the normal way. Otherwise, he is at risk of dying because, again, her ability, what it does is it basically speeds up your stamina, and if your stamina is low, you could kind of die. So you probably shouldn't do what Deku does all the time. With that said, he's fine. He's recovering. He'll be good within a couple days or so. So for now, he can, take it easy. But oh my gosh, that epic fight that happened last week, I'm still kind of like hyped over it. So let's talk about the rest of the episode. So the rest of the episode, the first half consists of the rest of the exam, which was pretty interesting. It was more, again, kind of we got 2 weeks ago, where it was kind of focused about the other characters. We got more reveal of what the other characters are about. I love the hot and ice guy. He's dope. He can freestyle with one half of his hands, I think his left hand, and then his right hand is fire, or vice versa. I forget which one it was. But essentially, one hand freezes, one hand is hot. So mixtape, not mixtape. I don't know. Pretty badass ability. With that said, the first question I'll ask you guys is, of the new characters introduced, or I guess the new powers introduced, which one did you guys like the most and why? And again, I kind of answered the question here. I love the ice and hot one just because it's kind of badass, just being able to freestyle. One thing that I noticed is the first fight between Deku and Bakugou, that team was kind of amateurish. Now, Ida got praised as the MVP because he was able to adapt really quickly and kind of like, I guess, do it the right way, whereas Bakugou and Deku were just kind of fighting, mostly because Bakugou he had a thing, he had like, the rage inside him, but every other hero, they were able to analyze the situation and then do it to the best. The ice guy froze the entire room. He told his partner to get out so he doesn't get hurt. Froze the entire room, grabbed the nuke. Then, of course, you got the next part where it was, the guy, I forgot, actually. I forgot what the next part was. It just literally just blanked out of my mind. But you get the picture. If you watch the episode, every group of heroes knew exactly what to do to assess the situation without being too destructive. And that part is very important. The main reason why they show off that first half wasn't because they wanted to showcase the characters, but it's actually to showcase the weaknesses that's with Bakugou. I mean, the episode is called Bakugou Start Line, and as he says at the end of the episode, this is his beginning, essentially. Like, this is when he realized that basically he's not anything. He's not that awesome as you think he is. He has a lot of weaknesses and he has a lot of growth to do, and if he wants to be a superhero that's a successful one, he basically needs to accept his weaknesses and build on them, which is what I loved about the episode the most. When we got to the end, I will admit, halfway through I was kind of like, this episode's alright, I guess. But it wasn't until we got to the end where we had the confrontation between Deku and Bakugou, where Bakugou basically reveals that, I accept my flaws, but I'm gonna, overcome them. I'm gonna beat you. And what I loved about it is Deku is exactly the same. Deku was all like, this power is not mine. I earned it, but I'm gonna master it. I'm gonna learn it, and I'm gonna beat you on my own. So they both had that kind of like that rivalry inside their blood to become better, not just to become better as superheroes, but to be better to overcome each other. And now because of that, you got that rivalry effect where they both want to become amazing. And that's what I loved about the episode. It's like absolute amazing character development. Now, going back to when I was reading the manga and the early episodes of the series, I did not like Bakugou. I thought he was interesting, but it wasn't until last week where we saw him at the end where I kind of started liking him and earning respect for him. But now after we watched this episode is like designed for you to like to see that, to feel that rage, to feel that emotion, to want to get like right behind Bakugou and put him as basically be his like cheerleader or something. Not really a cheerleader. That's the right word I'm trying to think of, but you get the point. You want him to succeed now. But at the same time, you want Deku to succeed, which is such a great way to push this story. So now, here's a question I have for you guys. This is the most important one. Which side are you on? Are you on Deku's side or Bakugou's side? Now, if you've been reading ahead, try not to reveal too much information of stuff that we don't already know. With me, like I said, I stopped reading the series after this part. Like, literally, this confrontation is where I stopped in the manga. So, if you know stuff, don't reveal it, but if you want to go ahead and just drop your 2 cents on which side you're on. Now, it's not like a war thing, it's just kind of like which character do you want to succeed. With me, it's kind of tough. I want Bakugou to grow more, only because I know he's so talented, but he has so much to learn, and I feel like, you know, if he hones his skill, it could be incredible. It could be an amazing superhero, and I'm sure he becomes one in the series at some point. And Deku, while I want Deku to win, I feel like Deku is just, he's kind of like he's just like the main character, essentially. And I don't know if it's because I have this like anti-main character thing, because I never am on the main character side, no matter how awesome they are. But I just like Bakugou's story better, because like he was always awesome his entire life when he really wasn't. It was kind of like his own belief. But now when he realized that, he kind of has the opportunity to kind of take that and run with it and get better, get really, really good, and be number one, like he told All Might that he's gonna surpass it one day. So which side are you on, Deku or Bakugou? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Oh my gosh, this series is absolutely incredible. It's so awesome. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving the series, and I'm sure you guys are as well. So if you're hyped about the series so far, you know what to do. Leave a like right below, or I guess if you like the video, you can go leave a like below. Leave a like right below as well. But other than that, that's pretty much everything. Did I cover every single thing? Oh yeah, one last thing I want to mention is I love how Deku's character has grown so much. Looking back 8 episodes ago, he was kind of like the person that ever made fun of in class. He was kind of like the loser, like, haha, you're the pirate, look at you, you're so stupid. Which is pretty freaking mean. And then now, the second he walks through that door, first of all, he's all worried about like skipping class. Like, he was like basically dead. It's like, oh, I skipped afternoon class. Like, dude, it's fine, you know, rest. But the second he walks through that door, everybody gets up and crowds him. Like, he is like the popular guy now. Everybody loves him. Everybody's basically trying to be friends with him. And I just love seeing that growth. Like, it's so cool. And like, I just want to know what's going to happen next. Like, I just want to know where the story is going. And like I said, a lot of you guys already know, but please try not to reveal too much information, just because there's a lot of us, myself included, that have not been reading the manga past where the anime is at this point. So try to be respectful of that. And if you are going to spoil stuff, well then, shame on you or something, as All Might would say. I don't know. One last thing I want to mention was, it's interesting to see the end. The end reveal, basically our first look at the villains. And first of all, the guy with the hands looks terrifying. That's pretty menacing. It's kind of a stupid power when I look at it the first time, but when you think about it, if you're that weird, you gotta be intense. You gotta be crazy. On top of that, it really makes me wonder what kind of world do they live in where they have superheroes on a majority like that, as well as villains. Like, it's gotta be a pretty destructive world. And I don't know if this is foreshadowing or what the deal is, but they're basically trying to kill the symbol of peace. Because like All Might, even though he's like old, you know, he can't use his powers like he used to, he is a symbol of peace. And I feel like if you take that out of the equation, it's going to be absolute chaos. And I don't know if this happens in the future. I don't know what the deal's with that. And again, if you do know, please try not to say anything. But I see where the story is going, essentially. It's one of those stories literally where it's like, you know, the old flame is about to burn out. They're going to pass the torch to the new guys. And it's basically supposed to be the new symbol of peace, which I like that. But at the same time, I don't want All Might to go away again. Because the more I see him, the more I interact with his character, the more I like him. He's just very likable as a person. Like, it's funny. And I remember the first time I watched this with my girlfriend, she was like, he's going to be an asshole, isn't he? And I already knew what was going to happen. I was like, no, All Might is actually really, really cool. And at no point do you ever like think, wow, he's an asshole. I don't like this guy. He just needs to go away. I like All Might. And the fact that, like, they're kind of foreshadowing that's going to be the end of him sometime soon kind of makes me sad. And again, I don't know what happens. I'm sure some of you guys do. Or maybe we don't. I don't know what the deal is in the manga yet, because that's like what, 89, 90 chapters into the story. But I guess it's something we're gonna have to deal with in the future. But for now, we're just going to scale it back and continue on with the story. Oh, one last thing, I freaking love Ida's character. He is absolutely hilarious. Like, the second Deku walked into the room and you had him like jumping like, hey, chairs are for, or desks are for stuff, and don't be sitting on them. Like, he's all like about to keep up the rules. It's so like intense, like super, what's the word? Not strict, but like super, I don't know, just, you know what I'm saying? Like super like grown up, adultish, something like that. I don't know, mature, I guess. It's not really the right word, but you get what I'm trying to say. I like that about it. It's kind of goofy because it's like he's super powerful, but so like proper and like dude, just chill for a second. Just hold it, chill for a second, and you'll be all right. But yeah, so that's everything. Now, if I missed anything in the episode, which I'm sure I did because I kind of just sat down, I just watched it. I only watched it once today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anything else I missed. But for now, if you're enjoying the series so far, if you're loving it, this is what I want you guys to do. Everybody who's watching this video, if you're enjoying this series 8 episodes in, I want you to call one friend, text one friend, tweet one friend, message one friend, one friend, not two. Well, if you want to do two, you can do. But essentially, I want you to tell one friend to check out the show, and let's see what happens. Because I feel like My Hero Academia is going to be like, if not already, is like the next big thing. And I feel like it's just too good to not want to watch, essentially. And I feel like, you know, if you let yourself enjoy the series without telling your friends, you're doing your friends a dishonor. So let them know how awesome the series is, and let's see where it goes. But for now, let's continue on with the first arc. So yeah. Anyways, again, if I missed anything else, feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section below. But for now, just leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, and I guess I'll see you guys next Sunday for episode 9's review of My Hero Academia. So yeah. As always, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I'll see all you awesome superheroes, super sandwiches, super hunters, whatever the hell I've been calling you guys in the comment section below. Peace.